What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm going inside of a rummage sale. I'm looking for things I can buy and sell on eBay, Amazon, wherever I can make some money. And everyone's walking really slow. Trying to get around people, trying not to be rude, but my goodness, let's go, people. Let's get in there and try to find some treasures. So I was here at this rummage sale last year. I remember, found some amazing things. Some Stephen King books I sold for $75. A fish finder I sold for $100. Some Star Wars toys under the table here. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing much. There's that baseball card binder. Remember that because it's going to be in the haul. Not baseball cards in there, something else. And here's an iOmega, what is it, zip drive system. I picked that up. It's worth picking up. But yeah, this rummage sale trolled me a couple times, got my hopes up. I opened a couple things here and I was just like, oh my goodness. And then came to realize it wasn't what I thought it was. But I'll talk about that more in the haul part of the video. Here's a bag of screws and bolts. There's one of those wallpaper steam removers. I sell those on Amazon. I picked it up and ended up putting it back at one point. I'm like, I just don't need another one of those. I still got two I need to clean and send to Amazon. So just decided to put that back. There's some sealed Sony cassettes. Those go in the bag. I think those are like 50 cents. And I'm checking for games, video games. And you got to be pretty thorough when you see the CD cases and stuff, because I've opened them before. There's a video last year where I opened one. It was filled with video games, and there was a $300 game in there. So you just never know. And of course, I've opened a box last year as well. It was filled with Nintendo games, which was one of my favorite finds of all time, just because of the hype behind it. But I do open all those later. Don't find anything. So we're going to keep looking. Not feeling this rummage sale, right? This one's just, it's feeling disappointing. I do go through after I finish recording. I pick up a decent amount of stuff, so it's not a complete loss or waste or anything like that. And I have fun, so even if I don't find anything to sell, but honestly, if the rummage sale is at least this size or bigger, I find a decent amount of stuff. So I'm never really disappointed. Here's a nativity scene. I'm trying to find out if there's a name, if it's anything special. It's quite large. Has some, a little bit of damage on there. Some chips I see. There's a Christmas tree. It looks like the Franklin Mint one I sold recently, or Danbury Mint, whatever it was, with the dogs on it. Checking this pretty thoroughly because like, it seems like it could be. And I've sold nativity scene stuff like that before and got pretty good money off of some of it. I just left it in that condition and not seeing a name. It was big anyway. I didn't really care at that point. Here's some hats over here. And just making sure there's nothing vintage. Baseball bats. It seems like I got a good baseball bat here last year. You see the weed trimmers and vacuums there. Some of that stuff, if you're selling on Facebook Marketplace, can be great to pick up and sell. What's that, a scale or something? Calculator? Toaster oven, lamp, and just going back through here, hoping to find something good. And I do find something good. There's here's the wallpaper steamer. I don't want to, I pick it up, but I end up putting it back. I picked it up because I was like, I'm not finding much else. I might as well grab this. Ended up putting it back though, just because, like I said, I have a couple I want to sell as it is. I need to clean them and test them. But over here, in a box, there's this Logitech speaker system I didn't notice at first either. Ended up picking that. That's probably the best find at this rummage sale, honestly. It's worth about $100. So there it is. And decided to grab that and add it to the pile. I go back through. I mean, it's not really crowded. I got no other sales to go to. So I walk through a few different times and find some extra things, but I decided to just call it at that and move on to hitting some Goodwills before I go home to see if I can find anything. And inside of this Goodwill here, I see this kind of crock pot thing. Honestly, Probably should have looked at that one more because I got distracted and I see this one. And I know I can make money on this one at $6.99. I've already sold it. I've sold it for $50 plus shipping. Those sell really well. It was nice and clean. They ship easy. So grabbed that. The other one, I'm not familiar with that one. Here is a little Hunter x Hunter bag from an anime. It's in good condition. I looked it up and I'm like, it looks like I can make some money. So that's what I'm trying to do, make money. So I decided to grab it at that price. Looking at the Halloween stuff to see if I can find any Halloween stuff before it all disappears. At the time of this video, it was just starting to come out, I think, but now Halloween is over. So yeah, a lot of this stuff's going to be disappearing. Not going to see it till next year. I love sourcing Halloween stuff. It's just fun. Found a few good Halloween items this year, but nothing spectacular. Hats. Sometimes they put Stetson hats in the Halloween section. They just put all hats like that in Halloween for whatever reason. But sometimes they're valuable Stetson hats. Avon stuff. You know, very few Avon is worth picking up to resell, especially when your Goodwill's pricing it really high. Here's some shaving cream, $2.99, or you can just buy it at Walmart for $1.89. Up to you. But you know what? I did find some decent shoes and some board games as well. So I'm going to show you everything I found today, or some good profits coming in. It is that time once again. I'm going to show you my haul from a rummage sale and doing some thrifting. Rummage sale was definitely not as good as it was last year, but I still found some things to make some good profit. I think the best find at the rummage sale is this Logitech speaker system. It is complete. It's in good condition. I've sold a couple of these this year, not this exact model. This one I should be able to sell for $100 plus shipping. Paid $15 for all of it. It's been a while since I found one of these iOmega zip drives. These things have went up a lot in value over the years, or I should say decade. I've been selling them for a decade. I just haven't come across any. This one is not the USB model, which they do a bit better. New, this thing could be hundreds of dollars. Still, however, you know, like this, open box, used, and paying $2, I think I can sell this for like maybe $75. I think there was somebody trying to get $300 and some on Amazon for one of these used. The best ones are going to be the USB with the 250 megabyte capacity. They're just zip drives. I don't know why people buy these and use them. There's also one that's some sort of musical thing I saw that was worth quite a bit as well. But for $2, I'll make some good profit on that. Here's one of these crock pot things. Not sure what you would call it exactly. It was only $6.99. You can attach them all together, like if you have multiples. They sell pretty good when they're in good condition and complete with the inserts and lid and everything. I should be able to sell this. I'm thinking at least $50. I think I saw some selling for like $55, $60. I'll probably price mine about $50 plus shipping. They're actually really light, so not going to be too bad to ship at all. So at this rummage sale, there was a couple of pretty big disappointments, pretty shocking stuff. So I was walking across the toys. I didn't see this baseball card album originally. Came back later, saw it, and like, wouldn't it be great if it was filled with magic cards? So what I did was, I opened it up, grabbed it like this, and started flipping, and saw that immediately. And you know, my heart just jumped out of my chest because I'm very passionate about finding vintage magic cards. And vintage magic cards literally can be six figures. It's crazy. Truly a treasure. Recently, the Lord of the Rings magic card sold for $2 million, but there was only one of those ever made. But you know, the Black Lotus I've mentioned in really good condition can bring up to six figures, especially if it's like alpha, beta. Power 9 cards, a lot of those are in the thousands if you can find them, especially in good condition. Anyway, I saw these, I started flipping, I'm like, oh, these are all Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Not the worst thing in the world, but definitely not as good if they were magic cards. And honestly, the magic cards were, I see a Mirage and a 6th edition in there, which is kind of old. Of course, all magic card sets can have valuable cards. Even newer ones, you know, could have a $20 to $50 card. It just depends. Still, for $3, I bought it all. I'm not even going to put a value on it because most of these Yu-Gi-Oh cards are probably not worth it. I'm just going to put it with the rest of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I have. After that, my heart was beating very fast. And then I come over here and I open up this thing here. I'm like, what's in here? I open it up like this and I see all this money in here. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like this looks real. And I'm flipping through it. And mind you, I have bad eyes and it's dark in the rummage sale. And I'm thinking, I keep flipping through it. I'm like, no, this is real money. And finally I pull one out and see it's play money. So it's back and forth. I'm like, nah, fake, real, fake, no, real. Unfortunately, fake. It is play money from the 60s and I paid 50 cents for it. I could probably sell this for like 15, maybe get $20 for it. Got this at the rummage sale for 50 cents. These are sealed Sony audio cassettes. And if you have the 120 minute, these things are really good. Probably sell those on Amazon for like $80, $90 if they're the 120 minute 10 pack. 60 minute, I think we're selling for like 30, 35 on Amazon. So for 50 cents, I'll make some good profit on them. I also got this. I wasn't going to buy it. I was just kind of looking at it. It says old photo album. And it's got this, Victorian. It could be early 1900s, maybe it's 1800s. I looked over at the color code poster and I'm like, a quarter? Well, for a quarter, I'll give it a shot. It's kind of got some wear on it, but it's got the latch, which is working and everything. A few tears in there. No photos, unfortunately. I couldn't find this exact one, but some similar ones, from the late 1800s, early 1900s, sell them for like $25 to $50, I think it was. So I don't know, at a quarter, maybe I just start it at $1 plus shipping and do an auction just to see if there's anyone that's going to want it. I think there's some profit in it though. I decided to get these golf balls, Red Sox and Rams, and they're new in here. I was trying to look up comps there and it was very chaotic, and I was seeing like one golf ball sell for $10 for the Red Sox. I don't know about selling, but they're listed. I couldn't find any sets like this, so I'm like, for $5, I think I can still sell these for at minimum $20. I wasn't seeing any comps, the Callaway, so pretty good brand. Like I would imagine this many golf balls just buying normal would be at least $20. So I'll probably make some good profit on those. Just not sure exactly how well they're going to do. I also picked up this Sleuth game for 50 cents at the rummage sale. It's one of these 3M gamettes. Really good condition, and I'm not familiar with this one. I don't know if I've ever found it. Some of these can be pretty good, especially at 50 cents. I mean, I'll be able to sell it for $15, I think. In the end, I'm getting around $10 for it, so I went ahead and picked it up. I also picked up this game for $1 at the rummage sale. It's brand new sealed Balderdash game. I think I was making about $12 profit selling it on Amazon. Here's this new filter I got. It's still sealed in there. Box is kind of beat up. Paid 50 cents for that. Not bad at all. This is a pretty rare filter, as in there's none that I found listed for this particular model number. I think I found one comp on Terapeak for like $30 actually. So I'm going to price this at least $40 plus shipping. I can almost guarantee you it will sell at some point because somebody's going to need that model number. They're going to look it up. I'm going to have the only one. I picked up this Star Trek Seen It at Goodwill. I paid $10 for it though, unfortunately, a little high. But I think I'll make about $20 profit on it in the end. Selling it on Amazon, I had a good rank. New sealed. Here's a Hunter x Hunter. This is an anime. Actually, I do watch anime. I'm a bit of a nerd. This is one of my favorite ones, actually. Just because I like it doesn't mean I'm going to be wearing this backpack around, so it's going to be sold. I looked on eBay. Some of these comps were pretty good. It looked like around $40. I saw some sell for. I saw some listed though for about $35. So I'm probably going to price this about $30 plus shipping. I think I paid $5.99 for this. I did. So that'll be probably at least $20 profit there. Then I got a couple pairs of shoes. These Solomon shoes, which I think are pretty much new. And I was starting to worry after I bought them because I didn't even look them up because I'm like, Solomon shoes in this condition for $5. I know they're good. But I started looking at them. I wasn't finding the style number, model number, all that, and I'm like, these could be counterfeit because I know Solomon shoes kind of get counterfeited a decent amount. But eventually I found this style thanks to Google Lens on eBay, and they were new with tags somebody was selling, and the tag actually had the model number on it. So I'm like, confirmed. Doing some further research, to see that Solomon did actually sell these shoes. I forget the model name of them, Rugged or something. I don't remember. Usually they have that on there somewhere on the shoe, like the name of the shoe, but I didn't see it on these. Anyway, these things are selling new for $150. I'll probably sell them pre-owned and put like worn once on there because if they've been worn, they've only been worn like once. And I'll probably try to get $60 for them. I just sold a pair of Solomon shoes for $40, $50. I'm not sure. Don't remember exactly, but nice pickup for $5. And then I picked up these Dr. Comfort shoes for $5, and they're in great condition as well. And I pick up Dr. Comfort when I can get weird styles like this. Looks like this style was selling pretty good at around $35, $45, somewhere in there. Having weird sizes helps with this. If they're basic Dr. Comfort, I usually don't buy them. Actually, there's another pair of Dr. Comfort. Same size, obviously came from the same person. Just not worth selling. So yeah, I picked up these and I'll sell them for $35, $40. So between these two pairs of shoes, good profit. There it is, everybody. That is my haul for today. Went to a rummage sale and a couple Goodwills. Found some good stuff, going to make some good profit. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. It really does help me out. I really appreciate you doing that. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. This has been Wick. Till next time.